I don't know if this is. I was a fan of the show. I grew up watching the show, and I don't know if this was my favorite storyline, but it's certainly one that sticks out in my mind. It's the spa
Oh,
storyline,
oh,
and you and Maura and Kelly, all three of you were pregnant at the same time during the storyline, correct?
yes, we were. And Hogan Shefford wanted to kill each one of us.
Yeah, I
I won't tell you,
bet.
I won't tell you, I won't tell you what he said because I can't repeat it. But uh, yeah, Maura, it was Maura, Kelly, then I got pregnant. Then I was the
Right.
third pregnancy. But I was telling my kids that I had a scene where I was buried alive in the coffin, in a real coffin in the ground where people were throwing dirt on me as Rose. And I had to
Wow.
climb out from the ground and my reaction. I can't find the clip because I would love to see it because I
Yeah.
won't believe it. If anybody finds it, let me know because
Yeah. We definitely need to keep a lookout for that.
please, because I was in the coffin. I was in there, and
So it was an actual coffin
it
then.
was an actual coffin, and dirt was. I
Wow.
could hear the dirt being thrown on top of me. But we could just get away with that whole storyline. We could be as ridiculous as possible, and there were no boundaries. And me as Rose was going completely off her.
Right.
So it was, and they're out of it, and Kelly's out of it, and Maura's all out of it. So like I was as Rose trying to snap them together. We had a great time. We had a
Yeah. Well,
lot of
I think that may be why it sticks out in my mind so much because you could tell that you were having fun
yeah. We had a lot.
doing that.
We did.
So I think there must have been something in the water, though, if all three of you got pregnant at the same time or around the same
It is
time.
contagious in that studio. You know, it's like it's becomes like, oh, you just start thinking, oh, I want another baby, and then you think about it, and you have and then you're pregnant. It's like it was like, oh, they're having, oh, I would love to have another baby.
Right.
I could have another baby now. So baby galore. It was, and I remember Hunt Block. He was playing Craig at the time, and I brought
Mhm.
Max in, who was my middle child, and he threw up all over Hunt Block's suit, um, which is a fond memory that I have. And if you know Hunt, you appreciate the reaction that he had when that happened. He has children, so he understood. But
Right.
yeah, it was a family environment where you could bring your kids if you chose to do that, and
Yeah.
and our kids all grew up together on that set pretty much, and then it's just again a part of your life that's kind of in this space that ends, and it's like college, but it's different. It's not. It's
Mhm.
15 years. It's babies and marriages and
Right.
death and 9/11 and pregnancies and losing pregnancies and marriages that fall apart and like everything that you could possibly imagine magnified under one roof.
Yeah.
College is college. This is like real life stuff. And
Right.
strangely enough, 99% of the time everything worked well until it didn't. But
Hmm.
that's kind of how it was. When it was good, it was perfection.
Yeah. And when it was good, like you said, it was really, really good.
Yeah,
And I think the audience can tell when a show is at the top of their game.
absolutely.
So
Fans are so smart. They get it. They've seen
yeah.
it. They know when things aren't right and what characters wouldn't do
Mhm.
and what they
Right.
wouldn't say. And trust me, behind the scenes, we would do the same thing. Elizabeth
Yeah.
Hubbard would go, she wouldn't say that. She would never do that. And
Right.
we would fight our cause as often as we could. We didn't win all the time, but we would, when it was wrong, we did speak up and do our best to make it right.
Yeah. As much as you could. Yeah. Well, like you said, you essentially grew up on this show,
Hmm.
and I know that you filmed your first love scene before your 18th birthday,
Truth.
and there was some controversy. I don't remember it, and I probably was not aware of it anyway because we didn't have all the social media and everything. But did that affect you having that kind of controversy going on
I had
at
no
that
idea
young
what was
age?
going on. I had
You
no
had
idea
no idea.
what was going on. I know I was kissing Brian Bloom and I was kissing John Hensley, and I had no problem with that.
Right.
Either way.
Right.
And
Well,
in real life, I was much more inexperienced. Let's leave it at that. But it didn't even occur to me that it was an issue because it made sense story-wise. I mean, they were living together,
mhm,
like Lily and Dusty were living together, and I was like 17 or something. But and you
mhm,
didn't think about that at the time. I don't remember what was going on. I just know I was getting a lot of fan mail, and I guess that means it was well received, at least by the younger
Yeah.
people.
Well, not having the internet and social media and all that, I'm sure made a big difference. So,
True. And I
now
think
you
that
share everything.
now I think with John Hensley being, at the time I was 15 or 16 and he was 20, that it didn't, I guess on camera now that I look at it, I think, oh, I was really young, but I didn't think I was young. What 15-year-old thinks they're young? We
Yeah.
think we're all old and worldly, but I was in Catholic school and would wear my Catholic school uniform to work and become Lily. That was my real life was Catholic school and uniforms and heavy duty structure, and then I went to go play and be Lily, and so
Yeah.
I really did have the best of everything.
Yeah, really. It sounds like it.
Fun.
Well, I know you left the show a few years before it actually ended.
Yes.
So, did you get to keep anything from your time on the show?
The only thing I wanted, which I think has been put in a wood chipper, was my carved cat that Holden had given Lily.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I wanted, but apparently it's disappeared. I have a conspiracy theory about it. But I do have the wedding ring. I have Lily and Holden's wedding ring that Kelly Hensley happened to find in her bag and gave it to me. I kept a couple of my clothes. I didn't really take anything from the set because I was being, the show was continuing. The only thing I really wanted was the cat, and everybody looked for it. The crew guys searched high. I know it's been catnapped. I think.
Catnapped. Yeah.
Thrown in a shredder somewhere. Just out of spite. I don't know. But no, I don't have. There were two carved cats. The original and then the second one literally sat on my desk in Lily's house for years. And I did make this comment once. I said, when that cat disappears, I know it's over. And it was weird because then Lily's set was gone. And I'm like, well, but where's the... And I'm like, one by one, things started disappearing. And I thought, this is not a good sign. But the cat always ended up appearing somewhere. Always ended up having a place in Lily's bedroom or somewhere. So if it's in Brooklyn Studios somewhere, if anybody sees it, it's because Holden was a whittler, as we know. He liked to whittle.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on eBay.
Maybe it is. But I have to say, when I went to Amsterdam and I went to a show, we did a show there, and the fan gave me this beautiful carved cat. And I thought, and it's been replaced with this beautiful cat. So at least I have one from a fan who got it, who understood that it was important to the character of Lily, and gave me this gorgeous carved cat. So I still have one.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I kept it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a nice gift.